Howdy everybody out there. Welcome back to another, well, it's a live practice, but we're calling it a workshop. So we just want to make sure that we are in fact live. It's always the first thing we want to do. I think we're live. Maybe not. Just trying to find it on here. There we are. Let's make sure we like the video. That way we can see your comments. Okay, so today of course is a coin workshop. Let's make sure we're in frame here, make sure that things aren't looking a little wonky. At any time, just let me know down below here if things are off. Okay, so we're going to start with my single coin. Now the objective with the single coin is you simply want to do something, right? So to get into it, you can pretty much use whatever control you want to make the coin disappear and reappear over here. Now alternatively, you could just make the coin disappear by waving your hands, and then when you clap, it'll return. And then to wrap it all up, because you want 3 different effects together, what we want to do is we want this coin to visually vanish. So for instance, if we were to take the coin and put it into the pocket, it actually reappears at the fingertips. Now alternatively, we could put our ring here on the table. And you can see us do that one more time, where we put the coin into the pocket. But it doesn't come back to the hand. It actually goes underneath the ring. Ha-cha. Beautiful. Okay. Now there's a lot of different ways to set that up, and that's just our beginning trick. So why don't we jump into it here, just to give you an idea of what we're talking about. So of course this does include a coin shell and some type of object to place on top of the ring. Now the first thing I want to talk about, because this is a coin workshop, we did a video recently where I said there was 10 magic principles that we utilize for the purpose of doing that coin trick. Now we're going to go over some of them here. One of the things that you want to remember is when it comes to coins, you want to capitalize on that lighting. Because when the coin captures the lighting, it makes the magical moment even more impressive when the coin vanishes from here and returns to here. Okay, so that's really how you want to do that. You want to grab that light as much as possible. Now the other thing you want to do is make as much noise if you have multiple coins. What you don't want to do is you don't want to do something like this, where in this particular situation you don't want the shell to hit the coin, nor do you want the coin to make unnecessary sound hitting a ring. Sometimes it's difficult to pull it off when you're used to not doing it, but basically something like that. So what I've opted to do is, for an earlier routine in my overall show, is I'm introducing the ring early. So you can hold on to it, or I can set it down and it's sitting in plain view. So when I go in to do my coin trick and I have it disappear, I want you to really get used to the idea of the coin disappearing, and that was a little bit of a flash there, but that's something else to keep in mind with your angles. But again, the ring is here already on the table, so at some point you want to get it over to here. You're going to visually see the coin disappear down to here. Make sure you look. That's a very important thing. Shift your whole body so when the coin pops out over here. Now I can't do it on this particular video, but you can see it maybe in my headshot range here. You want to utilize as much space as possible when you're stretching that out. Now the next principle that you're going to be using is you've already set it up. They've already seen this happen once when you do this. So you're doing a French drop where you're dropping it into the hand. The first time you visually showed that yourself taking the coin into the pocket. So they've already seen the image in their head. So as long as you get this really nice moment where you're down here, now you want to get the coin to the table without dropping it like that, but get the coin to the table, And what I do is when I shift my whole body over, I clip the ring, and about where the ring was, obviously you don't want to clink, but all at the same time you're going to bring this back to here. Then you want to come back to the hand. That's really an important thing there, because you want the coin to have vanished from this hand, vanished from this hand, but now it's over there. And so that is a beautiful single coin trick using a shell. So that's a nice little routine that I put together, that with a simple shell you can get away with that. Now here's the nice thing about it. You can do a 2-coin routine with this. You could simply do anything that you want to do. You've got 2 coins here, and then let's say you were to put the coins in the hand together, give it a squeeze. I'm going to take 1 coin out of the hand, and that's going to make that coin disappear, but reappear on the table. Haha. Just be careful with that. So coin work is so important. We've talked about this previously. You have to be very careful. So we're going to go over that sequence again with the story. Story is so important. So I love, and you got to remember your angles, right, for your back palm. This is a knacky thing, especially depending on your hands. Make sure you have the right coins for it, and make sure your situation's right. If you've got an angle of people like this is perfect, like this, so your line of sight's over here, you can always play off the joke of saying this trick looks better from the front. So you've turned your whole body, and now you're clapping. I mean, you're really getting that clap in there. And if you've got rings on, you can throw it, and it'll be perfect. The good news is we've got an extra here. That's what happens, you know. You got to have extras. So that is something to keep in mind as well, is that can happen. So you want to get that clap in there, and then that makes the coin reappear. Beautiful. Now the idea here is for the second phase you're doing something different, but the reason why you're doing something different but it's still the same is you want them to get used to the idea that the coin is disappearing from this hand. Now, when you make it disappear, this is something, I try to keep the angles small here, but let's take a step back here so you can really see what I've got going on. When the coin vanishes from this hand, give it some time. Don't drop your coin. Give it some time, okay? You can shift into this position as you're moving, but you want to keep your hand up and at an angle, but you want this hand to be open but not showing that coin, okay? But this hand, you should really be showing that this is where the coin is as this hand moves back here. And I like it back here because it's out of your line of sight. So as long as you're keeping those angles pretty good, this hand is up front. It works even better too when you're on camera and this hand is behind this hand when you're doing that. But get that separation going when you're doing this big thing. Just be mindful of your angles so that when you show this hand empty and you can throw it, like I like to wave. So I like to have it in this position like this. I like to say the coin vanishes from here, but yet the particles remain and they come up and down. And now the coin is back. So I really like to get those angles in there, and that's a Jimmy Talks a Lot. He just had it on his Substack. You got to check it out. I'll have it in the description below. I'm trying to get descriptions out again. I've stopped doing them for a while, but I'm going to try to do them again. So Jimmy Talks a Lot. It talks about performance, talking about utilizing your space. Break that fourth wall. There is no fourth wall. There's no one wall. There's no two walls. There's nothing. You're the performer. Stretch out as much as you possibly can. Move from side to side. If you've got a table, be over here, be over here, be in the front, be in the back, be everywhere. If you can get some lift, step up onto something. Be careful you don't fall. You want that. Now, and these are coins, so you want to be able to play big. So if you're on camera and you've got to keep everything as nice and neat as possible, that's fine. But if you've got a ring and you want to turn it into a coin, you can make it, space it out. Like if I want to put this coin on my finger, then I've got to stick it through there as tight as I possibly can. Okay? So I'm going to give you some study materials here, because this, watching me do this is great, but if you want to really learn Bobo's Modern Coin Magic, you can go for the big version or the paperback. Either one's a great start. Rick Holcombe is going to give you as much coin material as you're going to need. David Roth stuff, Richard Kaufman, I believe, is the book. Either way, Copeland Coins, Rick Holcombe, all these places, you can find it. I want to say it's History of Coin Magic, something like that is probably one of the best books for that. You're going to want... Doug Conn does some coin work. You know, depending on your style, these are things that you want. Now, you also want to keep in mind, and we're going to talk about the types of coins that you're going to want to use. Now, I just discovered yesterday or the day before through Doug Conn. I've been following Copeland Coins for a while now because of Rick Holcombe. So, you know, I learned from it through him. So I just ordered some stuff. It's great. They have special coins that they actually offer the shell in now. And so I was very much in love with that. Very much in love with they have a shell for their tiger coin. So I will be looking into getting that. Because I would love to have some shells for my Super Mario coins, which is another effect I'm going to show you here in a second before we wrap up this little workshop. Again, this material will be down below. I just wanted to give you this little quick opener, some ideas to talk about for performance. This is a single coin with a shell. And I've already shown you two things that you could do with it, but you could also incorporate... Now, you're not going to be able to use this, but you could potentially use this. So let's say we got a Morgan dollar and we have a Kennedy half dollar. Give it a little bit of a shake and a rub, and the half dollar has actually disappeared. All we have to do, watch this, is we cover up the hand and uncover it, as simple as that, and the half dollar has reappeared. So you have ideas, you have things that you can play around with. A shell gives you that alternative. You could carry a ring and a coin, and you could do a full show of magic. You could ditch the shell and have a single coin. Practice your single coin work. Getting it from hand to hand, because you want to really warm up that coin, but if you're not careful, the coin will warm up too much and it will disappear. That's really way to be careful. And now you just got to bring it back with a clap. And you could even go into a nice little hand wash here, where you get the coin at your fingertips, something like that. Another thing is, I did this during COVID. I did a video on hand washing. So you have a coin here like this, it's gone. Make sure you always wash your hands, right? Because you got to get, happy birthday or whatever, right? And the coin comes back. So hand washing is nice. There's a couple of different theories on whether or not you should do it while you're doing your magic, because, for instance, let's say you've just made a coin disappear with a simple shuttle pass. It's gone. Now remember what I said, narrative, right? You have to keep it going. You don't want it to seem like... I would advocate going into a JW grip here. Following this hand over here, and then all you have to do is place your hand on top, tilt your hand up, and roll that coin out. I love that movement of the coin as it rolls to your fingertips, and it's back. So much material with a single coin with a shell. That can give you 2 coins, plus if you throw in another coin, that's 3 coins, and now you can make a, some type of transposition effect, coins across, which brings us to my next effect. And this will be the last thing for you today here. And stay tuned for more coin stuff, because we're constantly practicing it. You can go check out the last 3 or 4 videos I've done for Trick a Day May. It's been all coin stuff, because your coin game, you got to be on your coin game. You got to have stuff that you can do standing up. You got to have stuff you can do sitting down. You can have transitional pieces. You can have pieces that are alternating in the sense that, like the one I did today, the coins across, there's actually a variant that Rick Holcombe had in his video, if you go watch that, where it's a 3 fly. So he actually does a coins across, but he gives you the 3 fly variation so you can do it standing up. Okay, so here is one of my favorite 2 coin tricks, right? The idea here is, you know what? We're only going to use one of these coins for right now. You can actually see this coin disappear. Just like that, it's gone. But if you look real close, you'll actually see that this coin looks remarkably like the pink coin that just vanished. But that's okay. It's actually gold because it's all about perspective. You can simply turn that over and it's pink once again. Now, just like we just talked about earlier, it's a simple thing just to wipe away that to make it look like a different color. But again, it's just an illusion. Even from way up here, if you can see this, it'll actually drop, and we almost did drop it, but it changes once again. Into the hand, it's pink here. Here's the hand wash. Show this coin here. Close your hand, and then we're going to pull out the gold coin. It was just pink, I know. But of course, all of that can be done because there's 2 coins. Great stuff, dude. Thank you, Chris. You've been joining pretty much everything that I've been doing lately. And I saw you on Magic Guys, Doug Conn stuff, so it's good to see other people over there as well. So this effect is all about modular interaction. So pretty much what you could do with this is whatever you're learning right now, just string it together. This is a Rick Holcombe idea. Basically what I did is I have these Super Mario coins, different colors, so it's a color change, but it's also a transposition. I do a vanishing coin. They switch places. The idea here is I want to keep the narrative moving as I'm practicing from side to side, and I wanted to get both hands involved, and that gives me some movement too. I love that effect. If I were standing up and I got to practice my juggling and stuff, but that's the idea of it. Is it's knacky, but you have a coin hidden in this hand. You're bringing this hand up here and you're dropping it, and when it works, the idea here is that you're switching the coin. So pink is up here, gold is down here, and I wish I stopped hitting my hand on the table, but it worked. It's gold. It switched. So that's the idea that you're going with, is that you're passing it through the hand. It's slow motion. It's coming down to here. What I like to do is I like to catch it on the thumb, because it's still kind of, at the same time, you're going to open up the hands and catch. I mean, if it could happen like that, I got to practice it more. But you could easily clip this here as you're bringing this coin up, and the eyes can't look 2 places at once. So they're seeing the movement of this coin passing through this hand, and it becomes a different color. Movement is happening, and that's part of like the climax coming up. And then I've added this part at the end, which is a simple little Take 2. It's a simple little shuttle pass, which gets some movement to this coin because you've just done the drop change. And now I like to get here because I want this idea where I can show the stage. Here's the coin. I'm blocking the coin that's on the fingers from view, and then I can close with a click. Okay? Now you could end it there. That could be your show, and open up your hand to show 2 coins. They know there's 2 coins. That's the point. And the reason why I do that is because everybody knows there's 2 coins. So I tell you, and I control the narrative. I have 2 coins. Now watch as I make the coins appear to be a single coin. It's gone. But if you look closely, this coin appears to be the coin that vanished. But it's just an illusion because those coins continue to change, right? Even as I brush this one, it becomes a different color. I drop it over to here. It's all just an illusion. I gotta get a little bit better at that. That's not too bad. Haha, I've caught it down here. Magic. You could potentially do that too, where you just drop it onto the table and it changes. So maybe I would advocate to do that. The coin Roth rolleth. Yes, it does. So that was actually a good catch right there. It comes down, you're coming into the hand here, you got this. 2 things are happening at once, both big moves. You're back over to here, and now you're doing the shuttle pass as you're turning this coin over to have some movement. And you could end it, like I said, you could end it here where you get this coin to here on your stage as you close your hands, and then you can show the 2 coins again. I have 2 coins. Or what I advocate for is you close your hand like this, pull out the opposite coin, affecting another color change, and then showing this coin here, kind of going back to that beginning where you have 1 coin in this hand. And then I like this rolling effect. This is like a billiard balls idea where you're making movement with your hands as the second coin almost seems to pop out of the other hand, or kind of appears. You can do the slide off to make it appear like it's coming apart. You're basically taking all of these magic principles and you're pushing them together, and you're practicing this string of stand-up magic that allows all these different things to take effect. You're seeing a coin literally change into another coin. I mean, and you can string these effects together however you want to, in whatever ways that looks good, and that's fine. And this is partially a variation on my table coins across, which has a lot less going on to it, which is simply a nice rendition of the pink coin over here. We roll that coin over, and the pink one's actually on the table, which means that the gold one is over here. So that is right out of Mark Wilson's Course in Magic. I believe. I've been learning. I have the coin book right here. I have both of them right here. So some reading material for you. Bobos. Just open it up and learn some stuff. Learn the trick first. Then come up with variations based on what you need, because going into the trick that I did today is something that I want to add to my overall set, which is no shell included. A nice little 3 coin routine that utilizes a ring. And the reason why that is because if I have it in my pocket here, I will be affecting, we actually talked about this card trick. You can go check out my other video on making a card routine. I will be affecting this where I use the ring with my silk, and then I use it with my, it's magically making the coins jump across. But at some point I will actually be affecting a changeover to a different ring, and I will have a heart ring that I will use for a card trick. So it's tying everything together. It's going to be a magic ring set. So it's everything that I'm going to do, the centerpiece is going to be the ring. So if I mean, even if I didn't do the larger coins, I could do a single coin turning into a ring and having it work. But switching out that ring, which brings me to my next topic of something to share with you, just in case you wanted some ring to coin magic. Ouroboros on Copeland Coins is an excellent piece to take a look at. I'll be looking at it here pretty soon. You're going to want to have this book here, and you're going to want to have the Mark Wilson's Course in Magic. And that's going to be all for us today. Practice your coin magic. Let me know down below, and we'll keep going pretty strong here. Get yourself some books, check out some YouTube videos, and consider joining the memberships for these different individuals who are offering you some really solid material. And of course, if you enjoy what you see here, consider donating. We do card reviews. Pretty much any money that I receive goes to buying cards for card reviews. That's the deal. So thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. Thank you, Chris, for jumping on. I have 5 people watching. That's a lot of people. I'm super excited. So if we want to do a Q&A, I do have a couple of minutes here. If you have any questions, if you want to see something, we'll chat. So yeah, coin magic. You gotta learn your coins, Jason Marr. You gotta learn your coins. That's what you just get. You know, I put the cards. I have the cards here. I put them away, and I pretty much stick with just practicing with coins. 1 coin, 2 coins, 3 coins, 4 coins. I did the soaring eagle trick, which is 6 coins. So you just practice with your coins, practice with your slides. That's an excellent question. So for the people that I watch, I follow Doug Conn. He's got great stuff coming out anytime, free and paid stuff. Copeland Coins, they have the Loop. I just joined that. I've been looking at it, and then Doug was like, I'm going to be on there. So I'm like, click. And the Magic Guys has some great stuff. I also recommend checking out Magic Orthodoxy, because he does a lot of reviews for different things that you might want in your repertoire. We've also got Craig Petty. I check out a lot of his stuff. And then, who's the other ones? Sorry about the background noise. It's okay. Let's see here. I think that's a pretty good place to start, but I would also check out some of Chris Ramsey's old stuff. Dave Ramsey's a financial guy. Chris Ramsey's old Magic stuff. I would check out Alex Pandrea's old stuff. Garrett Thomas is somebody great to check out. Not so much the memberships for those individuals as so much as just watching their free content. But yeah, so those are some great memberships to check out. I do have a membership section, but it's not where I want it to be. It's only $1 a month. It's not. It's just me. I gotta remake some videos on there and do some stuff, but I've got it live. Just so it's there in the background. Yeah. Been doing a lot of hat stuff. I did mention Jimmy Talks a Lot's Substack earlier. That's a great place to go. I think I want to say if Xavier Spade did some stuff a while ago on coins. Oh, perfect, Chris. Thank you so much. We're going to call it a wrap. I do appreciate everything, and remember, stay positive, stay active, and stay awesome. And we'll see you in the next one.